How you doing, YouTube? Joshua McCarter here. I was going over some statistics for the incarceration rate in Georgia, and for those of you out there who don't know, Georgia has one of the largest prison systems in the United States. And I was reading over some of these facts, and it was overwhelming. I'm just gonna read you some of them. Georgia's rate of probation is more than double every other state's rate of probation, and greater than every other state's total rate of correctional control. 2.6 million people have a criminal record on file with the Georgia Crime Information Center. And just for contrast, there's only like 10 or 11 million people in Georgia. So it's like 20%, a little over 20% of the state who has a criminal record in Georgia. That's either felonies or misdemeanors combined. 1 in 3 adults are under some form of correctional supervision in the state of Georgia. In 2010, the state's Georgia prison system was the 5th largest in the state with 53,704 offenders, while having the 9th largest population of any state. So Georgia, it's only 50 states in the United States, and Georgia is only ranked 41st out of every other state in the United States as far as size. And so we're the 41st largest state in the United States, but it has the 5th largest prison system with incarceration population in the United States. Over 164,000 offenders were on probation in 2013. The average probation sentence for an offender in Georgia is almost 7 years, which is twice the length of the national average. And the national average is like 3.2 years for the average probation sentence. And I think these statistics shows, and Georgia's not the only state who has a high incarceration percentage, and because Florida has one, Texas has one, as we all know, California has one as well, and there's many others. But I live in Georgia, so this is a closer concern, I guess. For me, all of it is a concern, because having a record and getting locked up, being incarcerated, is not good no matter what state you're in. And but I just thought that it was an eye opener for me. So for people out there who are going through some things, don't move to Georgia. I'm just playing. Don't you see the stats, and the stats is probably similar or just as bad or a little bit worse in the other states that I named, in other states that I didn't name as well. So think twice before you do something, because it's not like a video game. If you mess up and you get caught, you're gonna get locked up. You're not gonna get like a second chance or a third chance, even though they have the First Offenders Act. But if you get a felony, that really doesn't apply to that. Really just applies to like misdemeanors and maybe some small like drug offenses. But if you do something, like I said, it's not a video game, you're gonna get locked up for it if you get caught, or if somebody tell on you. Most of the time you don't have to get caught. There's other people out there that just tell on you to get you off the streets or to get you out of their way so they can have a better position. And you really can't account for that. You can do everything safe, but if there's somebody out there that don't like you, or they don't like what you're doing in the community or anything, they can tell on you, and you can be gone from the streets for 1 year, 5 years, or for the rest of your life. And it's not like, oh, I made a mistake, let me reset it, like you can on the Xbox or PlayStation. You got to do that time. And being locked up is not where it's at, because you're away from your family, you're away from your friends, you're away from jobs, you're away from life itself. And that's one of the worst things about being locked up. It's not really what goes on in prison. It's what goes on in your mind, knowing that you're missing out on all these things, knowing that a year passed, 2 year passed, and your life is passing you by. And eventually, people who's stuck with you, some people gonna stick with you through your whole incarceration period, but some people just gonna fall off because after a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years go by and you still locked up. People got their own life to live, whether that's your girlfriend, friends, and things like that. And it's hard to keep a person in the forefront of your mind if you hardly ever see them. And you can write letters and stuff, but like the saying goes, out of sight, out of mind. So just be careful out there, guys and women. Be careful and think twice and think three times before you do something. And I always know that there's always another way. There's always another opportunity. There's always another option out there, and a better option. May not seem like a better option at first, but getting locked up really is not a good option. And I'm speaking from experience. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. And yeah, that's about it.